Let me now go to NewsNation's Robert Sherman, who's live in Kyiv. Robert, how are Ukrainians reacting to the proposed summit?
Yeah, this is all being taken very skeptically and with a grain of salt, Markie, because we're all going to learn here on deadline day if tangible progress is actually being made or if this is all just a big game of smoke and mirrors, which is the concern that a lot of Ukrainians have here at this hour. I can tell you that President Zelenskyy is watching all this play out very closely here. And what he is making clear is that if there is a sit down that takes place here between Russian President Vladimir Putin and President Trump, he wants a seat at that table. His team is already gaming out scenarios in which there would be bilateral and trilateral meetings, but they want to play a role in these negotiations. And here's the big reason why. Russia's present list of demands, they're steep. They include territorial acquisitions well beyond the fighting lines right now, places that they haven't even conquered yet so far in this war. Guarantees that Ukraine will not be moving towards NATO membership and things of that nature, as well as large-scale demilitarizations in Ukraine. Terms that steep are overwhelmingly rejected by the Ukrainian public. So there would have to be significant amount of negotiations in order to get this across the finish line. And at this juncture, Ukrainians not optimistic that diplomacy will prevail. Take a listen.
I do not expect any positive outcomes from this Trump-Putin meeting. Why should Putin end this war? He has at his fingertips a lot of people willing to die for him or for some ephemeral ideas produced in Russia. These are all some kind of games.
Here's the bottom line, Markie. You have a populace here in Ukraine which fundamentally does not trust Russia, does not trust any of the motives of the Kremlin, and is not convinced that Russian President Vladimir Putin is serious about moving towards a ceasefire, peace, or having legitimate negotiations. So that's why people here are not necessarily getting their hopes up with all of this.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.